Hello everybody. Today I'm joined by Danny Wynn, also known as Cutefatboy, to do a rapid-fire Q&A in the mind of a former Valorant professional. Thanks for joining me today, Cutefatboy.
Thanks for having me on, Sam.
The first question I wanted to ask you was how was it like to be a professional, and what exactly did your typical day consist of?
Being a professional video game player was pretty stoic. My day really consisted of waking up at 12 p.m., which is quite late, shower, breakfast, and a bit of review for the day until 4 p.m. 4 to 6 was usually aim training to get ready for scrims, which were at 6 to 10 p.m. We did that for 5 days, and of course, tournament days were just a little bit different.
The next question I wanted to ask was about the recent nerfs to the game's most popular controllers, Viper and Astra. How do you think this will affect the meta going forward?
Nerfing controllers was a warm welcome, as Viper and Astra provided too much global control and stale gameplay, since they usually just sat in the back and kind of just do their utility and stayed alive. Brimstone and Omen make the pace of it faster and allow for more flexible gameplay since after they throw their utility, they're allowed to kind of go in with the team and help the team out on the sites and things like that.
And finally, what are your thoughts on how often Valorant update their game? Do you think these constant updates that affect the meta are sustainable and help with the longevity of the game?
I think for the most part, Riot does a good job of keeping the game fresh in terms of pure balance, which is good for longevity. However, they have dropped the ball a few times by designing characters that are, they're not fun to play and they're not fun to play against. For example, Kojo and Ashen release were just overtuned and consistently complained about because essentially they were must picks. It created a very boring viewer and player experience, which is obviously detrimental to longevity. But I hope that they've learned and they don't create these static, overpowered agents and instead create more dynamic and balanced agents going forward.
Thank you so much for joining me today.